Okay, well, while they're watching that, Brandi, what did you think of the?
I liked it. I'm confused about what's going on. I need to know why he's being pulled, what's going on, what's all this connection, and yeah, I'm glad. You obviously knew he was gonna make it back because it's the first episode. Like,
Of course.
I think, come on, like, yeah, your skin's gonna peel off right now, and we got like how many more episodes to go?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a very interesting more show if that happened.
Yeah.
I liked it. You obviously seen me like engrossed because I like didn't say much. I was just like,
yeah. Loki is my favorite of the Marvel Disney Plus series.
mm-hmm.
I just love it so much. I've watched it so many times.
And then the end with the 1982 McDonald's. Where's the playground? Where's the playground? That we talk about all the
where's
time.
Grimace?
That's made out of metal that burns you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. There it went.
You get the hamburger, or what was it, the little jail thing that gets stuck in. Don't get too big because you were getting stuck in that metal thing. I almost got stuck with it once. I was like, oh, I need to get out of here. I'm getting this. That's where claustrophobia came from with me. A little hamburger jail.
Yeah. All right, Greg, what did you think of it?
Man, we got right into it, and just there was no like lull to it. It was just boom, get into it. Had things to do, got things growing. We met Obi. He was a cool character.
Oh yeah.
And then we just figured out, had a problem, figured it out, and now we kind of like everybody's kind of got their own thing to do, and now we're just gonna follow everything. So I'm excited to see where this goes. Where it all heads.
Yeah. What about you, Justin?
Nah, man, I thought it was pretty good. The one thing I think this show did better than some of this recent MCU stuff is like you've got the tension and stuff, and it's kind of more real because they're not dealing with like a character, right? Like, so if this was like Loki in a fight with somebody right now, there's like no tension, no more build up for me for Marvel. But the creative thing with this show right here, especially this first episode and starting it out, was like it's not dealing with like a character or something like that. So you don't know what's going to happen really with like the world and how it's going to change. So like there is consequences. There are repercussions that could happen and stuff, and you don't know what can happen. You truly don't know exactly what they're going to do or what's going to happen in all these little situations. I think that's one of the better things that this show can do. Because like I said, if Loki was fighting some big bad, if Kang showed up and it's Loki versus Kang, I mean, Loki ain't dying. Like, they ain't killed none of their characters in like 20 years. So like, here we go. Like, but like with this though, like that actually provides tension and stuff because it is dealing more with like different worlds and timeline. Like just the way they set this up, the tension was very good. It's something I haven't felt Marvel in a pretty good while now.
Yeah, my anxiety was going up. I knew Loki was going to make it in the end because it's the first episode, of course. Right. But my anxiety was just going so high right there watching that. I really enjoyed this first episode. I think Ki Kwan is a great addition to the cast as OB. I can't wait to see more of him. I heard he's in a star in this season of shows. And I'm so excited for where this goes. And I can't wait for them to find Sylvie at that McDonald's.
Right. And I mean, one thing I'll say is like with him in there and everything else and Owen Wilson and stuff, I think they play off each other pretty good. I think the comedy's like legit where they're actually like being almost, like normal. It doesn't seem forced. It seems like almost normal conversation and everything else. So like, I think that's a pretty good mixture where you have the comedy parts and then you have like the tension. Like I said, the tension's there because you don't really truthfully know what's happening, like what's going on or what they will do. Like, right. There's a mystery. So it makes it different, like I was saying earlier, than a lot of other Marvel properties. So yeah, man, this right here, first episode, I like it. I just wish Disney Plus, period, across all their stuff, did more than 35-minute episodes. Especially if you're only getting like 8. Like if it was 30-minute episodes and we were getting like old school television, like 20 episodes, I'd be damn happy. I'd be like, yes. Man, I can't deal with like hour episodes for like 20 episodes like they used to do back in the day on television and stuff like that. But like, because of the fact they've only got, because what is this? Is this 8 episodes as well? Six episodes, right? So like, this is like a 30-minute thing and like a 6-episode deal. So now you only have 5. So yeah, it kind of makes it rough. But it's also like this episode seemed like really good, cut good, put together well. But it's like, say Ahsoka loved it and everything, but we just got through finishing that series up, and it just felt like there was too many things that left undone and needed to be spent a little more time on at the very end. And I hope this is, this one may not need any more time, right? They might do a very good job with the pacing of it. No filler stuff, just straight to the point, getting to the end, almost like you're watching a movie, basically. And maybe that's what this is going to be like, and no problems at the end of it. But there's been too many times with this format that the ending just feels rushed just to get to it, because you have to, because you only have 6 episodes, but then you only spent like 35 minutes in each episode to get to that point.
Yeah.
And most of the time, I don't feel like they need to add a bunch of stuff, right? Like, I don't think they need to add 10 episodes or anything to something. I really think they're missing the boat sometimes just by an extra 10 minutes an episode or something to help explain something a little bit better. That last episode, maybe make the last episode, all the other ones are 35 minutes long, but that last episode is longer, right? Like maybe closer to almost movie length, like an hour and 15 minutes or something like that, to be able to like get everything in they need to get a little bit better. Maybe that's a compromise, but I don't know.
Do you think we're going to get
I
a...
think they...
Oh, good. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Greg.
No, I was going to say real quick, do you think we get a post-credit scene every episode?
Oh, man.
I don't remember if they did that last season, but they might have. I remember there being at least more than one post-credit scene last season, so...
Interesting.
She showed up at McDonald's and she ordered everything on the menu.
She did.
Like about 80% of the people that get high do. They just show up. Like, can I just get the... Bro, I used to, man, back in the day, I'm old now, and where I'm at, we're not supposed to do it because it's illegal. But back in the day, man, when I was young, like just out of high school, boy, it hit me a little hooter. Show up in the McDonald's. Man, I just be like left side of the menu. Sometimes I switch it up and be like right side. You know what I'm saying? Just to get something different. Like if you like chicken, you would always order the right side because like that's where most of the chicken products were. But like if you like the burgers and fries, you hit that left side.
Hell yeah.
I had McDonald's today. I had that chicken and fries.
Wow, there we go.
I'm so jealous. I would
And
love some real food right now. This is my favorite of I said before, I'll say it again. This was my favorite of the Marvel series that we've gotten so far, and I'm very satisfied with this first episode. I agree with Justin. I'd like them to be a little longer, especially if there's only 6 episodes. But I do feel that the first season of this was really well paced, and it wasn't just a rush at the end to solve everything. So I'm hoping that we've got that similar thing going on with this season. But yeah, I'm really happy with this first episode.
Yeah, I'm not trying to prejudge it because I mean it's just like because you are right. Like the first season of Loki didn't feel like it was rushed or anything. It really didn't have no complaints there. I'm just kind of bringing up the things for their last few seasons of stuff they've done on Disney Plus, whether it be Star Wars or MCU. Does seem to get that, and that been happening more recent. But that doesn't mean it's going to happen here because, like I said, the team that put together the first Loki, I agree. I don't think that one had like too big of a pacing issue, or even WandaVision, one of their first shows that they did, I thought didn't need any longer. I thought it was done pretty well as far as like getting everything in. But here recently, a couple of their past like shows and stuff, it seems like, oh, we're only doing 6 episodes. And then it's like, well, shit, we only got 6 episodes. Mandalorian season 3 is like a big one. You only got like, 6 or 8 episodes there. And one of the episodes is like, bro, I didn't even need that. We could have had, we could have had like 30, 35, 40 minutes of some other stuff that made it even more invested in the thing that we're trying to do. So But like I said, that's just that's recently biased. So I'm not judging this one until the very end. Till we see episode 6.
Yeah. Anybody with any final thoughts?
Let's go. Bring it on, Miss Minutes. I need her. I need her in my life.
You need her? Yeah. Yep. You've been looking for that fine clock butt. Is that what you've been looking for? Oh, is that a smack? Is that a smack? Yeah. There we go.
Oh God.
Fix the time.
Clapping those clock cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. It's
Justin.
going to be on YouTube in a few minutes.
Yep.
Just
Go ahead,
remember
Brandon.
that.
Get those views up.
Oh God, no.
Yep.
All right, Brandi, any final thoughts?
Oh, I just lost train of thought from Justin. I just can't wait to see what happens. But yeah, we need to end this before he goes any further.
Right,
my final thought is going to be this, okay? That is, I ended up having to go back at the very beginning of this and watch, like, when we started talking about it a little bit here, and watch the actual, like, extended scene or whatever you want to call it, mid-credit scene, end-credit scene. All right, listen. The guy in the background is supposed to be working at McDonald's. 2 things. Brandy's right. Should have had a plaything. Should have had a plaything area over there, right? Like, I didn't see one. Two, the guy working the counter, he ain't never worked at McDonald's before in his life. They should have got a real life employee McDonald's, because this guy says you can try the quarter pounder with or without cheese. There ain't no with no cheese option on the menu. It just says quarter pounder with cheese. Like, you don't have an option.
I mean, Justin,
like,
this was back in 1982.
Man, 1982, they like cheese too. Like, cheese cravers didn't like just start happening everywhere.
Yes, but people also just like plain hamburgers.
Bro, there ain't a such thing as a plain hamburger. It's
I remember people that got the
name's
plain
cheeseburger, man.
Plain hamburger.
Yeah, I remember
my
that.
grandmother, the plain hamburger every time.
Well, you know what I'm saying? They shouldn't have went that route. They made the wrong decision in life. Wrong decision. That's probably why the timeline screwed up, because this guy over here trying to offer people quarter pounders without cheese. Get out of here, bro.
And nobody but your grandparents got
the name of the sandwich is quarter pounder with cheese. Like, it ain't no like quarter pounder. I ain't never even said it with it.
It is quarter
Get out of
pounder.
here.
It is quarter pounder.
That's a make-believe bulldookey right there.
All right, let's get out of here. We will be back on our Patreon next week doing another reaction to this lovely series, episode 2 of season 2 of Loki, and we will have our instant reactions after the show is over going up on YouTube. So
look, if you watch this, comment down below you ever got you a quarter pounder without cheese.
And there are no chicks clapping on the clock. Wrap it up.
Yeah. Like, we want comments down below talking about how you eat your quarter pounder, because I ain't seen no option on the menu that says without cheese. You got to specifically ask for that.
Just shut up.
Until next time, we're out.